coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Let's go.
They start the drive with White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Bucs first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First down, Mayfield. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Mayfield. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Mayfield with it once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Running out of the gun with White. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And his kick is good. So 3 points on the board. As easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Let's go do this thing, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's do what we do every day.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. But that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. And
not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On the move to his left. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Fields. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Let's go do this thing, baby.
No, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Let's go. Let's pray. Let's pray now, baby. Let's play. Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Get something together. Let's go. It's game time.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a give up the middle. This is White, and he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run again with Foreman. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll run on first down. Foreman. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they run the option on second down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Here's Fields. Let's get. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have moved out in front. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Mayfield off the play fake. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and get it all the way to the end zone.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Fields now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 41. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And this one too low.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He's got his man, it's White. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He got 29 yards that time.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
First down, here's White. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Once again, it's White. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rachaad White with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as they have taken the lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. And tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Carlton Davis speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken in at the 22. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield to throw it. And a catch right side by Evans. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bears take over. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Fields. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Fields. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Fields. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Again, Fields. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. In the first half, just like the end of the game, can't end with a defensive penalty. They'll have another play.
One more play, untimed. See what happens here.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Foreman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Foreman. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's the option going right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
They'll run with Foreman. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Deontay Foreman, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
The end result, 21 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 37 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd down and 3. On the draw, here's White. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another 1st down run right there.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Evans has it left side. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got it. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up,
And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Foreman will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Mayfield on first down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Let's be smart. Let's play hard. They can't stop us. Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Let's go now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's game time. Once again, let's get ready. Let's go, man. Let's rock and roll, baby. Here we go. Let's focus in, man. Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Come on, baby. Rock and roll. Let's rock.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
And a short pickup to about the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through, No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 25 on second down, Mayfield. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Open man has got one. It's complete. Finding room at midfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. He completes it right side to White. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Second and goal from the 1. On the ground with a tight end, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Keeft punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Here's Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
On 2nd down, Foreman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Fields. His throw incomplete. Robert Tonyan, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. Fields now to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, Foreman. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. They try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They're going option play on 3rd down. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Santos' kick is up and through, and in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Let's go, man.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. They start to drive with White, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Mayfield. And this is caught by Evans. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Fields. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
A carry for Foreman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
He'll look to set up his blockers. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Mayfield. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. They'll go up the middle with White, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Levante David in on the tackle.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Make plays, y'all. Make plays. Shut him down. Let's go get it now. That's right, baby. Play it to the whistle.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs ready to take over once again. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. The drive starts with a run by White. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Mayfield right back to Chris Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I'm starting to wonder here. Are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Here's Baker. This one taken in by Otten. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. Now Mayfield. He's got White here. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Mayfield. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Mayfield to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25. So now Fields and the Bears down by 4. 24 seconds to go. They've got to travel the full 75 yards. And time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Fields. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. All eyes on Fields. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. One last throw here for Fields. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield. One final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered a loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.